Can you guys hear me right now? Could you hear me when I do that or no? You can't hear me. Okay, that's good to know. I want to make sure that mic is not hot. I have a t-shirt on and some shorts on, and let me tell you, in Orlando, Florida, it is fucking cold today. It's cold today. How we doing? Good morning. I feel totally fine, but every now and then I like to just get a little ginger shot action. You guys ever fuck around with the ginger shots? I find that it's good for immunity, whatever you want to fucking call it. I don't like the lighting in here. I do not like the lighting in here. Hold on. Don't like it. Is that a little bit better? My wife went to fucking Goodwill. Check out this jacket. My wife went to Goodwill. She got this jacket. That's kind of sick, right? We're going to Vegas next month. I was like, ooh, that's a nice little jacket you got there. You know, we like to fucking gamble. Actually, she doesn't really like to gamble, so I won't lie to you and say that. What's up? Wow. Holy shiny forehead. Good morning to you. Goodwill rocks. Yep, that's dope. Love it. Nice. Great find. I said the same thing. I'm glad you guys like it. I'll tell her. DJen, big golf tournament this week, smiley face. Yes, indeed. We're going to have Brian on Wednesday. He won't shut the fuck up about it, actually. He keeps saying, oh, DJen, you don't really care about golf. You don't really care about golf. I'm like, Brian, will you shut the fuck up, man? Football's not over. Wait till football's over. But Brian, I believe, is coming on. Yeah, something's up with this. Maybe should I just turn this off? No, that's too dark. That's too dark. Yeah, okay. I don't love it. So you don't do something really stupid during the countdown. Your mic is hot that entire time. The people who said muted were trolling. Thank you very much, Crispy. Hey, bring it into the Robin Williams RIP. Fucking hairy fist pump. Appreciate it. That jacket is fire. Is Brock Purdy luckiest QB in the history of the playoffs? 4 picks between Jimmy and bounce off defender chance. Yeah, I know. Brian's coming on. Yep, exactly. I said it was Football Sunday. Yep, I'm on Brian's pod this week. Must listen. Oh, W's Kyle. Awesome. I will tune in. You know, I got to be honest. I don't listen to many of the people's pods that I like. Ian, Bacon Bets, I've listened to a handful of times. I do enjoy it. And then Brian's, I don't listen to that often, but then I put it on every now and then, and I do like it. So that's just an L on my part. LLL. But I will get to it a little bit more. I think I've said it at will, and I will shut the fuck up eventually. But I'm about to hit a little dry slump. I think, knock on wood, a little dry slump in my work, my business. And when that happens, hopefully this week, by like Wednesday, I want to crank up other shit. So I want to maybe look to have a handful of more guests on. If you guys have any recommendations, I want to do the podcast again. I want to do put more attention to the Discord and shit like that. So we got to start scouting for college basketball. I need to get my eyes on some of these teams. I want to get more in depth with NHL. So a lot of shit. I am always up for recommendations and feedback, as always, as we continue our journey to dig into the board. Chef T, good morning, boss. Good morning to you as well. DJ, can we get a stream about the real estate market behind the scenes? Sure, absolutely. I have a few recommendations. Awesome. Who's your early no research golf pick this week? I don't know why Spieth is in my head. He didn't win it last year, right? At Pebble. Who won Pebble last year? Spieth is in my head, and I got to tell you, I've been on Finau twice this season. I have a weird feeling Finau is going to win a tournament, and I didn't play him last tournament. Fuck Rose, man. I think I'm done with Rose. DGen, is Action Network working for you? I cannot pull up any games on there. I haven't looked. I have not looked yet. GRP wins. Corn, I'm happy to have you on anytime. If you want to talk shop, W sub token picks. Token picks sub bang. Love it. Appreciate it. What do we have? 14 months. The People's Open. Yes. You like Speed? No. Oh, Rose won Pebble. Oh, Brownlee. Thank you. Thank you. I'm sure some long shot we never heard of. Not Colin. No fucking Colin. Please, for the love of God. Spieth, great course history. Rose won last year. Got it. Is the Super Bowl your biggest units of the year? I'll tell you about my Super Bowl bets. Finau finding some stuff with his BS. Yeah, no shit. Let's go. Let's do. Yeah. Oh, I love that. Corns. DM me. We'll set it up. That would be awesome. I like the Spieth call though. You do like the Spieth call? Okay. Yeah, I played Spieth on what was the second tournament of the year? Or what tournament did he finish like second or third in? I had him in, and I'm not trying to fucking pat my back. You can't, you can't tout it. You can't tout any sort of fucking. It's not horseshoes in golf. But my point is, I've been on Spieth once already. Hey, DJ, long-time listener, first-time caller. I just got back from the casino, and the dealer was showing a 5, and that guy next had 2 kings, and for some reason he split them. Guy is crazy. I asked after, and he told me he was the Lions head coach. Very funny. Hold on one second. Yes, just hopped on. I want to mention the Super Bowl for me is always one of I would say Thanksgiving and Super Bowl are probably some of my heaviest bet days. I have a spreadsheet, and I typically have anywhere from, I would say on the lowest end, 15 prop bets. On the high end, probably 40 to 45. And no, I'm not exaggerating. Now, keep in mind, I do quarter units for a lot of these. And some Super Bowls I've done very well. Some I've done very poorly. I know I can tell you right off the bat, in case you're wondering, nobody asked. I will tell you probably my most successful Super Bowl was the Ravens Niners. What I like to do every Super Bowl is I like to just focus on a guy. I like to focus on a guy, and I go all in on that guy. And for whatever reason, my guy was Joe Flacco, every which way. And I remember one of my favorite bets was, I just think Joe Flacco is going to go right down the field and score. So I did first score Ravens. Method of first touchdown was a passing touchdown, all kinds of shit. So that was great. One of my buddies, I'll never forget this. One of my buddies, when we used to bet and watch Super Bowl, I haven't talked to him in a long time. If Drew's in here, Drew knows. His name is Mike, but we used to call him Moya, Carlos Moya, because he was a big tennis guy, big tennis bettor, and he loved Carlos Moya. You guys probably don't remember who that is. But we all had these big notebooks. I'm talking like, this is probably 20 years ago. We had these notebooks, and it was the Bears. Was it the Bears Colts? What was the Super Bowl? I think it was Bears Colts. Bears only played the Colts. I'm thinking Colts played the Saints. Yeah. So the Bears Colts. He hit, I'm not kidding, he probably had just as many prop bets as I did in the Super Bowl. This was one of the most amazing things I've ever seen. He hit probably over 10 of them on the very first play of the game. And do you guys remember what happened? What happened in the Bears Super Bowl? Yep, that's right. This motherfucker had, I am not even kidding, special teams touchdown, Bears score first score touchdown, Score in the first 5.5 minutes. I don't know if you remember that. I think he hit maybe 10's a stretch, but maybe he hit like 7 on the very first play of the game. It was absolutely electric. I love prop betting. And then I could tell you my worst Super Bowl that I've ever bet. And this is no exaggeration. No exaggeration. The Rams and the Patriots. I will tell you, I probably had 25 bets in that game. I went over to Greg's. Greg hosted a Super Bowl party. He did a great job. Except one time. Did you take the over? No, I did not take the over. I hit one of maybe my best bets in a Super Bowl ever. But the funny thing is, it was the only bet I hit in that game. I think I went, I'm not even joking or exaggerating. I think I went 1 for 25. I really needed a Gronk touchdown. I don't know if you remember that. I think I needed him to score first, and he didn't. Do you remember he caught that crazy pass and he was down on like the 1, and then they ran it in with whoever the fucking guy that was? He hit a correct score POD. No. The fun bet I hit in the Super Bowl was in that Super Bowl, 0 touchdowns scored in the first half. And I want to say it was pretty good. It was like 20 or 25 to 1. The problem is that was a minimum bet for me. So it was like $25. So I probably won $500 or whatever the math is on that, $600. But then all of my other bets, or not all of them, but some of them, I do 50, 100, etc. So no, it did not cancel out all my losses. It was good. It probably canceled out, maybe a third of them. But yeah, that was a bloody Super Bowl. Also, if you guys ever do squares, the only success I've had in squares was last year. Me and fucking Steak. I don't know if Steak's in here. Me and Steak had we went in on square boxes. And we went in on one for $500, so $250 each, and I think we each won like $4,000. It was incredible. Shout out to Dom and Far Rockaway for setting that up. Cheers, guys. The old ginger shot to get it. Shart, not a ginger shart. Ginger shot. My VIP premium ate crazy last year. Gronk to miss the kick of destiny. Oh, dude, I do the coin toss every fucking year. What's up? I can pause if needed. Anyways, so should we get into it? That would burn. It does burn. It burns good though. It burns good. I got my Dunkin' iced coffee. I like a nice little Dunkin' iced coffee. It's really light, mellow coffee. It gets the temples going, but you're not jittery like when the cold brew hits too hard. This isn't a cold brew; it's just the iced coffee. You can tell because it's brown. Cold brew is fucking dark. You know what I mean? It looks like my beard and my shirt. For you to check out what I'm going to send as well, you can view after. Okay, cool. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, how we doing? I was so certain about yesterday's game. I can't believe how wrong I was about the Chiefs game. I'm still thinking the funniest thing was Rihanna halftime when Trent was screaming. Man, that shit was hilarious. I don't know that I remember that. Yeah, it is. It's solid. That shit was so funny. I don't remember that. Yeah, I tried nitro in my cup for the first time at Chamois Buzzy. Dude, I like nitros, man. I like nitros. Dunkin' Iced Coffee knew we were boys for some reason. W's. Not a I switch it up. I like a nice hot cup of coffee. I get in my zones. I go through my cold brew phrases. Early today, top of the morning. Yes, indeed. He nuked Rihanna's first song to be Bitch Better Have My Money, bro. That is hilarious. I was scouting Rihanna. I did a Super Bowl. I did a video about it. It did pretty well. You got to watch that video. I was wheezing for like 4 minutes. All right. Tag me in it or send it to me if you can. Imagine fading Hovey. He gave out Pat Bev double. And wow. W Hovey, that sharp son of a bitch. Go Hovey. Good morning, Duckseeth. Yeah, the good call on the NBA props there, Hovey. That's I need Greg's Gatorade color. Oh God, do you remember that dumb idiot? We love our dumb idiot though. Did you do a $50 scratcher? No. I should do that either today or tomorrow. Although my wife's going to be here and she's going to judge me immensely, but she just doesn't want me to keep donating. You know what I mean? It's all for the greater good. Yeah, Hovey sharp sometimes. Yeah, he is. Hovey, what come up for air? I think I get that joke. Todd Monken got to be fired right now. No. You can't fire Todd Monken. We can't just go around firing everybody that has a bad showing. You just can't do that. I do think, though, I think Todd Monken deserves a lot of scrutiny. Should we talk about it? What time is it? 10:58. We've been chatting for 15 minutes. Yeah, I guess we can talk some fucking football. Let me go on Twitter here and quote tweet the stream. Sorry, gotta be corp. That is vile. Yeah. Oh, Ryan Sura tagged me in a beer that is half Guinness, half Blue Moon. I gotta tell you, I'm a knock it. Don't knock it till you try it kind of guy. I really am. But I'm not really a Blue Moon guy. I'm not an anti-Blue Moon guy, but that just sounds like too much sugar and shit. And a Guinness, I think if you go a beer in a Guinness for a black and tan or a half and half, whatever the fuck they call it, it can't be doing too much. In a Blue Moon, Blue Moon's it's doing a lot. It's smooth. What is it, a wheat beer technically? I like Allagash White. If I'm drinking a wheat beer, I like Allagash White. Heineken is shit. No offense, Vital. I mean, I drink it occasionally, not by choice. If I'm on an airplane for whatever reason, a can Heineken hits the spot. I'll usually earmuffs, bats. I usually do that over a Miller Lite. Sorry. White Summer. Ravens play call made 0 cents. What is the most overrated beer you've ever had? Stella. Stella is by far the most overrated beer out there. I think people think it's. I mean, it's deceptive. It is deceptive. I think because the name sounds nice. Mods. The name sounds nice. It looks nice. It's got the little piece of paper when you pop the cap off. I think Stella is severely overrated. I'll drink it. I will enjoy it from time to time. It's always like if you ever go to like a function or like a cocktail party, anything like that. If you ever go to any sort of event, there's always a Stella. And it's like they usually have like a Bud Light, Budweiser, and a Stella. And it's like, ooh, Miller High Life is the champagne of beers. I think Stella tries to be like the champagne of beers. And people actually think that. And that's okay. I'm not shitting on anyone who enjoys Stella. Don't get me wrong. I drink Stella plenty of times. But it comes off as this nice, classy, elegant, elite beer, and I just don't really think it delivers. I think it's a wolf in Bud Light clothing. I do like bourbon. Yeah, you're the Stella guy or a Guinness guy? I am a Guinness guy. Oh yeah, I love Peroni. I'll tell you a beer I had recently. Chimay is nice. Yeah, I like Chimay. Can you imagine we hopping stream yesterday? Can you imagine we hopping stream yesterday? Yikes. Can you imagine we hopping stream yesterday? I don't get that at all, Deem Smalls. As long as it's not super hoppy. Leffe is good too. Yeah, solid Blaine. You're coming in with good. High Life is not very good. I'll never forget I had my aunt. Can you imagine stream yesterday? Yikes. I don't know what he's talking about. Woodbridge bourbon. I've never had Woodbridge. I had my aunt get me a 12-pack of Miller High Lifes one time. She went into a store. Shout out to my aunt who she was a baller for me back then. Used to get me pot, used to get me alcohol. She got me a 12-pack of Miller High Lifes, and I put them all in a backpack. And we went to, I brought it to a party, and I thought I was the coolest motherfucker showing up with a backpack of those fucking gold, delicious beers. I'm like, all right, boys, fucking, and girls, whoever was there at the time. Champagne of beers, baby. Miller High Life. We thought we were rolling. Oh, we hooping. That guy fucking sucks. Ugh. What is with the wee hoopings of the world? Ugh. I don't know how anybody can listen to that fucking spaz. Oh my god, dude. But you know what? I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to fucking shit on wee hooping because I can't even imagine. Can you imagine getting attacked by the wee hooping stands? Oh my god. I like people. I like. You should have. Absolutely, dude. No. Absolutely no. Absolutely fucking not. Spaz, and him and fucking eye speed. What is the appeal? What is the appeal to these people? I don't get it. It's so forced. It's so fucking annoying. Oh, you don't want to find out. You don't want to find out. Bro, these guys, I don't get it. I don't get it. Anyways, I'm not trying to start a war with the fucking Wee Hoopin' people. I'll tell you that, because his fucking fan base and stands, I couldn't even imagine being attacked by those little motherfuckers. You ever heard of that like question that people ask, like, would you rather fight a bear with sharks for arms or 100 first graders? Wee Hoopin', if you piss off his fan base, that's Wee Hoopin'. He's got the 100 first graders coming at you. Fucking bunch of crazy nut jobs. No thanks. 7-year-olds think swearing and being obnoxious is funny. It's okay. Their brains aren't fully developed. Yeah. Are the Chiefs the Eagles and Niners are the Chiefs? No. The Niners are the Eagles. Wait. No. Sorry. The Chiefs are the Eagles. Yes. Sorry, Jared. You were right. The Chiefs are the Eagles in the sense that they were a dog and they got hammered with money. I'm pretty sure, didn't the Eagles close a favorite? They were like +3 and they got hammered with money. There was like a 3.5, 4-point move. What is the show? You go on a stream and his text speech goes off with, and his text to speech goes off with L. Yeah, no thanks. It closed -1, right? Is there a reason you spell Lamar as Lamar in your tweet? Dude, I keep going back and forth. Is it 1M? Is it 1M or 2 M's? I don't know. That's my bad, honestly. DJ, I asked if you checked Super Bowl MVP odds. No, I have not. No, I have not. All right, we're going to talk Ravens. Recapping Ravens, Chiefs now. Every time I do this, I always want to type meow like Super Troopers. Oh, guys, where to begin? Where to fucking begin? So LL Mar, yeah, no shit. Go check. It's always been Lamar. Oh, it's just one. Okay. Anyways, where to begin? First off, maybe it's because I had 2 units on the Ravens first half. That was my best bet. If you're just joining, by the way, sorry with the lighting in my massive forehead. There's nothing I can really do about it. I turned this little thing off, but I don't think that's what we want. I think we want this. Maybe it's because I had 2 units on the Ravens, but that game was tough to watch. That game was really tough. If I was a Ravens fan, I would have been beyond miserable. If I was a Ravens fan in that stadium who spent money on a ticket, spent money on parking, spent money on fucking concessions, I would be so sad today and in the moment. It would take me probably a solid 72 hours to shake that off. That was miserable. That was torture. And let me tell you right now, so I was watching the game with Steak. We went to that place in Orlando. It's called Primrose Lanes, by the way. It's pretty cool. He tells me, hey, we're going to go to a bowling alley to watch a game. I'm like, what? They have like a sports viewing area. It was kind of like a little sports book. It was great. So W Steak, thank you. Good call there. Excellent hot dog. We'll talk about that later. But I don't really understand when the Ravens come out in that game, you just can't. You can't go 3 and out. You cannot go 3 and out. You have to have your 3 best plays ready to fucking go. Fine. You want to run the ball to start the game? Fine. I personally think it's a little predictable. You know you're the Ravens. You know you can run. You know going into this game, everybody's talking about it. The Chiefs defense, you can run on them. But you know what? Have a little balls, right? I know hindsight's 2020. They could have ran the ball in the first play and got 18 yards. Everything would have been fine, but they didn't. They got like 1 yard. What did Mahomes do on the first play of the game? Pass. I mean, you just got to go. You can't act like, see, sometimes teams, this is what they do, and this drives me nuts. Teams act like they're in the driver's seat. The Ravens played that game from start to finish like, we're the number 1 seed. We're the favorites. We have the MVP quarterback, and we're at home. Complacency. That's what I felt watching that game. I felt like the Ravens were complacent, and they acted like, yeah, we're going to win. Bro, you got to go into that game with an underdog mentality. And I got to tell you, I mean, the coaching staff is so good there. Harbaugh's great. Monken's a good OC. McDonald's a fantastic defensive coordinator. Roquan Smith is a great leader. They didn't play like that at all. They didn't play like underdogs. They played like the favorites. I could not believe it. So they run the ball on first down. They get nothing. Then they go to, I think they call the pass play on second down. I think nothing. And then a third down was a bad incomplete pass. 3 and out. Pathetic. What do the Chiefs do? They come out and they just go pass heavy. And Mahomes can't be stopped. And, I understand that the Ravens, look, they're smart people, much smarter than me. And I know that Mahomes has great numbers against the blitz, and you really don't want to just blitz Mahomes nonstop. It's not going to work well. But I feel like the Ravens defense they were really playing on their heels. They weren't really playing on their toes. They weren't playing nasty. They were like sitting back. And it was almost like, all right, we're going to sit back. We're gonna defend, and we're gonna see if Mahomes can beat you. Fuck that. Mahomes can beat you. He's fucking Mahomes. You got to go after this guy. Crazy. The Ravens played with zero urgency. Their hair was so not on fire. I just don't know how you let that happen. I really don't. I also had the Ravens win the Super Bowl in a parlay. So obviously I'm a little upset. I was a Ravens investor, and I thought the Ravens would win the game. At the end of the day, Mahomes is Mahomes. Now, watching that game, my thoughts were this. And I truly had a hard time distinguishing, if that's the right way to put it. I don't know. I have the vocabulary of a fifth grader. Deciphering, distinguishing, differentiating. I don't know. It was either, I'll tell you the conclusion I came to. It was either Lamar was so bad or the play calling could not have been worse. Was Lamar, and I started to say to myself, was Lamar that bad, or was the play calling some of the worst play calling I've ever seen in my life? The conclusion I came to, as you're saying in the comments, is it was both. It was both. It was both. Monken was atrocious, but Matt, yes, I know Matt's a big Lamar Jackson guy. Listen, I love Lamar Jackson. He's great. As bad as the play calling was, as bad as Monken was, Lamar Jackson was terrible. And you know why he was bad? Because the decision making could not have been worse, and maybe was not as bad all year. You have to know, if you're not comfortable making the throws on these pass plays, which were designed poorly, I don't know what happened. Nobody was open. The timing of everything was terrible. There was zero creativity. It was awful. But if you're Lamar Jackson, you have to know something. Take off and run, bro. Take off and fucking run. You are lethal with your legs. And you can throw. But if you start running, it should open up the passing game a little bit. And for whatever reason, he wouldn't take off and go. He was too determined to try to sit in the pocket. Marvin, the best wide ever. Seems to forget that he won the Heisman that way. I don't know what happened, but I'll tell you. I mean, are the coaches not saying something to him? Are the coaches not in his ear saying that? I mean, you can't let these guys off the hook. Also, another observation. I thought the Ravens' offensive line was terrible. Now, do the Ravens have a good offensive line? I mean, I don't watch the Ravens every week. I know the Chiefs' defense is good. I mean, the Chiefs' defense is really the fucking MVP of that game. The Ravens' O-line is decent, yeah. Well, I thought they looked terrible. But I also, what I started to think of as I'm watching this game, and afterwards when I'm driving home, I was so disgusted with the play calling. I was so shocked by how bad Lamar played. But I kept telling myself, I was like, why am I not talking about the Chiefs defense? I'm not giving them any credit. All I'm doing is shitting on the Ravens. The Chiefs deserve an insane amount of credit. They were fucking dogs out there. They were bullying the offensive line. I feel like they were lockstep with every Ravens receiver. They weren't giving them a fucking inch. I mean, every time Lamar Jackson threw a ball to a receiver or a tight end, it had to be perfect. And it wasn't perfect, but it had to be. There was a guy right there on his ass. Hold on 1 second. I mean, I truly, kudos to them. Ravens best bet, first half, awful. Absolutely awful. Mahomes under first half passing yards almost got there. I think it was at 120. It was an awful bet. I mean, the guy started 10 for 10. Awful bet. But I couldn't believe we almost got it. The Ravens had the ball with 2 minutes left. And, that was another thing. What were the Ravens doing when they're draining the clock? And it's like second down. It's second down. And it's like, okay, you're draining the clock. You don't want to give Mahomes the ball back, which is smart. You don't want to do that. And then they threw a bomb on 2nd and 9. It was like the Bills. What were the Bills doing at the end of the game? That's what the Ravens were doing in the first half. And then again on 3rd down. I mean, it was mind-blowing. Mind-blowing. Just an all-around awful game from the Ravens. Awful. And what did the Chiefs do in the second half? Seriously. Threw 2 stakes as the first 3 throws on the most important drive of the season. The moment get too big, maybe? Yeah. Lamar overthrow. 0 points. Wait, the Chiefs didn't score any points in the second half? Talk about all the undisciplined flags, too. Killer. Yeah, the last thing I'll say on that game, and then we'll move on. Trust me, I was ready to bitch about the refs. I mean, I don't like bitching about the refs. It's not a very cool thing to do. Like, officiating is just bad. It is what it is. And like both sides are a victim of it. And you'll benefit from it as a gambler. And sometimes you'll be on the side where you get fucked. I was fully prepared to bitch about those flags. But every time I saw a replay, I was like, well, he got him. Now, some of the no calls on the Ravens were, the one, I saw a couple videos of it. I'm not calling a pass interference on the go route with Odell, where like they're like, hand checking and shit. I'm not giving Odell that. I'm just not. There was one where the tight end stopped and then ran. That was a hold, but that was also that ball was overthrown. And then the last one I'll talk about, and then we'll move on to the next game. The throw in a triple coverage. Was it pass interference textbook? Like by definition, the defender made contact with the receiver before the ball got there. He wasn't able to make a catch. Yes. Am I okay with the no call? Yes. And I'll tell you why. It was such a bad fucking play. And I want to shit on Lamar for throwing the triple coverage. What is Isaiah Likely doing, running and putting his hand up? What is Isaiah Likely doing, running, putting his hand up that he's open in triple coverage? So as much as I want to shit on Lamar for that throw, bro, I mean, if I'm a quarterback, put yourself in a position. I never played quarterback in an actual game. I've played fullback. I've played D-line and linebacker. I have never played quarterback, but I've played quarterback on like a fun 7-on-7, you're with the boys, whatever, you're going to a field. I'd never flag football, whatever. It's hard to see everything. Imagine with all those offensive linemen, it's hard to see everything. You rely on your guy telling you he's open. So I have a hard time putting all the fucking blame on Lamar for that throw. Isaiah Likely can't say he's open if you got 3 fucking guys on you. You couldn't be further from open. If you turn right on a no turn, get a ticket. That's not your fault. No. Bro, I know, fat girls, I understand he got eyes, but you have to also understand when you're playing quarterback, everything moves fast. You have 5 offensive linemen in front of you, 4 defensive linemen in front of you. It's very, very hard to see perfectly. If you look at your receiver and your receiver throws up a hand, in your brain, I understand making the quick decision and throwing it. I'm not saying it's not his fault. It's not all his fault. Bro, there's 3. I understand, but what aren't you understanding? If you're the receiver, don't say you're open. Don't say you're open. How do you know? Are you in his brain? I'm not saying he didn't see them. It's not the point of if he didn't or did or didn't see them. It's one thing to see the defenders. It's another to see your receiver say he's open. Fat give me, Fat Girl's got the Apple goggles. Pat had a guy jumping in the end zone yesterday begging for the ball wide open, and Pat didn't throw it because it was risky. Yes, I'm not saying Lamar doesn't deserve blame for that throw. It is ultimately his decision. You're totally right. I'm just saying, if you're Isaiah Likely, you can't put your hand up in that situation. You can't put your fucking hand up. That's all I'm saying. Anyways, the Chiefs are in the Super Bowl. I respect Pat Mahomes. I was listening to what was I listening to? I forget, but I appreciate greatness. I appreciate dynasties. I get sick of them really quickly. I like underdogs. I like parody. I respect Patrick Mahomes. I gotta tell you though, I'm sick of the Chiefs. I'm already sick of the Chiefs. Like, I want them to lose. I don't love Purdy. Like, I like him. I really like Shanahan. I like the guys on the Niners. I want them to win. I'm so sick of. I'm so fucking sick of the Chiefs. But at the end of the day, I got to give them credit. How can you not give them credit, man? They're written off. They fucking lose Tyreek. They go in the Super Bowl. Pat wins the MVP. They got 6 losses. They look like shit. They go in the playoffs. They go on the road. They go to Buffalo. They go to Baltimore, and they win. I mean, you have to fucking tip your cap to these guys. You just have to. You just have to, man. We'll talk about the Super Bowl leans, but first let's talk. Let's recap the Niners game. I'm gonna hold on. Recapping Lions Niners now. I'm gonna recap the Lions Niners, and let me tell you something. All right, hold on. Here we go. DJ, what did you say at the beginning of the season? NFL Spaces. It's the Chiefs and Mahomes are a dynasty, and they're probably going to win the Super Bowl every year. Oh yeah. Are you patting me on the back? I'll take it. You fluffing me? I'll take it. I like to go crazy. What I typically do for a Super Bowl or like any championship bet, I take one or two preseason futures. I'll take one in one conference and one in the other. Like, for example, the NHL, I have my team in the East with the Hurricanes. I have my team in the West with the Oilers last year. NFL, I do the same thing primarily. My best situation I ever did was I had the Niners 20-1. Half a unit, $50 on it. So that was to win 1,000. And then I took the Chiefs 7-1. So I like to try to get in the middle. And that was a perfect outcome because I had the Chiefs and I had the Niners and they played in the Super Bowl. So that's what I like to try to do. That is my strategy. The Chiefs and Mahomes are so good. It makes capping NFL futures not very fun because it's like, it's just the obvious answer. Why are you going to look at 31 other teams when you know they could just do it? People will be quick to blame Dan Campbell for the loss, but here's some facts. Prior to last night, Lions were 17-20 from 4th and 3 or less this season. Badgley, meanwhile, was 9 of 25 in his career from 48 plus. Neither field goal was automatic. 3 points, everyone was thinking. Would I have kicked the second one when they were down 3? Yes, but cannot fault Campbell for either decision. Okay, very well said. Very well said. I Sick Money. I really like Sick Money as a fan. I really do. I really do. I mean, I like almost all you guys in here, but remember, we've never really met in person. So, but for the most part, when it comes to being somebody who talks sports, betting, a fan, all these things, there's so much discourse. There's so much bias. It's very easy for someone to be obnoxious. Sick Money is a very rational fan. And I really respect that because it's very hard to find rational fans nowadays. When you disagree with someone in sports, it's almost like politics. I mean, it's like people will throw down. People will fucking throw down. I mean, you should see some of the shit people say. I can't even imagine. They say to me, I can't even imagine what they say to like fucking the other talking heads out there. Yeah, Kev is the biased one, but we love Kev. So here's the thing. Here's what I'm gonna say about Dan Campbell. All right. Steak took the Lions to win the Super Bowl. I love the Lions. I said it halfway in the season. I loved everything about them. They were so easy to root for. I made a meme yesterday. How can you not be romantic about the Detroit Lions? I mean it. I tweeted it a week or two ago. I said I want the Detroit Lions to win the Super Bowl. I meant it. I really, really like the Detroit Lions. And let me just tell you something. As a Bucs fan, people did not understand this. They really didn't comprehend this. I love, and this stems back from like video game days. When you have a video game, This is one of my favorite memories as a kid was playing like Dreamcast, whatever the fuck console it was, doesn't matter. But you have your Madden, your NFL 2K, whatever. You start your dynasty. And you know what? You know what some assholes do? Some assholes go on, they change the game settings, and they just sign all the best players, and they go on, they play season, they win, and they win a championship, and they're happy. That's not for me. I like to fucking grind it out. I would play those seasons and go fucking 6-10 or whatever the fuck. And you go and you draft. You draft guys and you build organically through the draft. That I have so much respect and I get such a hard on for that. As a Bucks fan, we had so many guys that we built organically through the draft and we had a great team. Signing Tom Brady made me sick. And I know, trust me, I've heard it for years. And my friends tell me, and now you guys are going to tell me, you're going to look at me like I'm an idiot. So what are you talking about? You're a Bucks fan. He got you a Super Bowl. Yeah. And I'm happy for guys like Mike Evans and Levante David and Devin White and Chris Godwin. I love those guys. I'm so happy they got a fucking Ryan Jensen. I'm so happy they got a Super Bowl. But signing the best player at the most important position in all of sports of all time feels kind of dirty. I kind of feel like you hoard yourself out. And it just feels, I don't know, it just doesn't feel right for me. It does not feel right for me. Getting a guy like a Jared Goff, or even when the Bucks won the Super Bowl and they signed Brad Johnson, like this is a little bit different. It's just different. I love the fucking Detroit Lions because I love how they built their team. I really do. Now, here's the thing with Dan Campbell. Dan Campbell is a very aggressive head coach. We all know this, right? I'm not going to sit here and talk like a fucking Colin Cowherd and tell you obvious shit that you already know. But here's the problem I have with criticizing Dan Campbell. He makes some really boneheaded decisions. Going forward for 2, after in Dallas when they did, after they had the penalty, when it was on the fucking 7-yard line, was stupid. He lets his emotion get the best of him sometimes. Yes. But you have to remember something. The Detroit Lions, for the majority of my life, even with Stafford, even with Megatron, have been borderline irrelevant. And have been a fan base that just endures pathetic, miserable seasons year after year. They are in the NFC Championship game. And they didn't sign any fucking superstars. They didn't sign a Tom Brady. They didn't do a fucking get-rich-quick scheme. How do you not respect that? You know what I mean? I think Dan Campbell is a fucking great head coach. The problem is, though, I get what Sick Money is saying. I really do. The problem is, in my opinion, you're in a situation, and I think this was the first one where Reynolds dropped the pass. And that's really tough because the play should have worked, could have and should have worked. And who knows if the Lions are in the Super Bowl. But you got to assess the situation, in my opinion. And you're up 14. And here's the biggest problem I have with that. You're up 14. And I know it's not a gimme. You're right. It's not a gimme. You're right. But you're up 14. If you are on the road and you go up from 2 possessions to 3 possessions, that is just so massive, in my opinion. Because here's the thing. Here's the only other thing I'm going to explain. Even if you get that 4th down, it's not guaranteed. It's not like it's 4th and goal. You're not getting 7. Like, are you getting a little bit closer? Yeah. But what if you get a holding call the very next play? You know what I mean? Like, just fucking kick it, man. Just kick it. It's real. I would be so distraught and devastated and sad if I was a Detroit Lions fan today. But you got to kick the second one. Yeah, you kind of have to kick that one too. I had more of a problem with the first one. Maybe I'm in the minority there. Excuse me. Sorry for burping on the right into the microphone. I probably would have kicked the first one more than I would have kicked the second one. But yeah, you got to kick the second one. I mean, you just have to fucking kick field goals sometimes, man. I mean, look, at the end of the day, look at what happened to Brandon Staley. Brandon Staley was too aggressive. You don't want to be too aggressive. You got to be aggressive. Agree with this statement. Yeah. Take the points. It's difficult to get them. Yep. Yes. I think ultimately you go from, it would have been from 14 to 17. You go from 2 possessions to 3 possessions. Man, that's big. That's big. I don't know. I'm not saying you got the Niners on the ropes, but man, you were just, the mentality and everything of that game, there was just so much more panic in the stadium for the players. There's so much more panic if you got to score 3 times as opposed to 2 to decide the game. So anyways, I'm really sad that the Lions are out. I was rooting for them. I didn't have any money on them, just as a fan and someone who respects organizations that build through the draft like that, and don't just sign star players. They don't go the Yankees route. They don't go the fucking Lakers route. I love that. I'll be pulling for the Lions. I thought it was weird what Dan Campbell said. This might have been our only shot. I'm not going to take his words out of context. I see what he means. But I am curious. Did anybody think that was a little strange? I don't necessarily think the Niners did that just because they traded for CMC. Because they did get Kittle. They did draft Ayuk. Oh, they signed Trent Williams, but I don't feel it's the same way, because it's also, keep in mind, the quarterback position is a little bit different. It's the most important position in all of sports. You think so? You must love the Packers. They never signed anyone. Yeah, that's a little bit of a stretch. That's the opposite. At some point, it's like, like the Bucs signed Keyshawn Johnson. The Dolphins signed fucking Tyreek Hill. You still need to address your needs in free agency. No, that's not Dan. He's genuine. He's not going to stand up there and lie to the guys. Fair enough. Isn't going to have that good of a season anymore. And no Ben Johnson. Oh, fuck. Yeah, it is. You're right. It's just being, yeah. I think he was just being genuine and speaking facts. I don't hate what he said. Okay, you guys are right. I'm not disrespecting the Packers. What are you talking about, ladies? Or unless you're talking to somebody else, not me. He was trying to say that we will be on everyone's radar now. We won't surprise anyone. Got it. Look at the Packers in the direction they're moving. NFC North. Might have been the Lions' only shot. Yep, you're right. I wonder if Shanahan told the Niners last year that'd be their last shot. He's not wrong. Hardest thing to do is go to a Super Bowl. Yeah, fair enough. He doesn't beat around the bush. I forgot about this. Yeah. I'm not saying I agree with Dan Campbell, but you're right. Yeah, no, I'm not fading the Lions. I do. I already saw the Packers are 14-1 to win the Super Bowl next year. That's fucking crazy. That's crazy. The Packers might actually be them. All right. Let's talk Super Bowl. I'm sorry for eating on the stream. I know some people have a problem with that. Listen, I didn't have a ton of time. Okay. Here we go. I'm looking at FanDuel right now. So the Niners are down to 1.5, minus 105, minus 112 on the money line. Total's 47.5. I tweeted this. I just want to make sure everybody understands what I'm saying, and also maybe correct me if I'm wrong. So last Super Bowl, the Eagles and the Chiefs opened up. I believe the Chiefs were a minus 3-point favorite, and money started hammering the Eagles. So from 3, 2.5, 2, 1.5, 1. Pick 'em, close. The Eagles closed minus 1. I respect smart money. I respect sharps. I respect pros, but they're not always right. They're not always right. I mean, and we know. I mean, look at college basketball and sometimes in hockey. There's times when you want to fade steam. I call it fake sharp often. I'll be like, if a big dog, goes from 9.5 to 7.5, like Canisius the other day. I was like, that looks like too many points. I think that's a fake sharp. I'm going to buy low on Canisius. I know it's a silly example to be talking about the Super Bowl and just to give you Canisius, but what do you want me to do? But sharps get duped. Oh, I mean, look at the Ravens. There are times when you want to be on the side of the house. And I've given this example so many times, but I'll say it again. I know people get a little too crazy with like the John Ewing tweets. Like, yeah, there's probably some cryptic manipulation maybe going on here and there. I think more so with like the player props. I think like 99% of the bets are on, so and so to have over rushing yards. But guys, here's what you have to understand. If a sportsbook manager like Jeffrey Benson is tweeting out, hey, we really need the Chiefs. It's one thing to assume that maybe he's full of shit. It's another to look at what's going on and say, oh, he's probably just calling it like it is. The fucking line moved. The Ravens were -3. They were -3 to -3.5 to -4 to -4.5 to -5. You're not moving that number unless you are asking for Chiefs money. So, no, I don't think there was any reverse psychology going on. I don't think there were any mind games going on. And you got all these fucking people. I'm sure I can't even imagine what his DMs look like. These crazy conspiracy. And I like a good conspiracy. Don't get me wrong. But like, relax a little bit. These guys don't control the outcomes of the games as much as you think they do. Is there some fucking hand in it and fixing? I'm sure, maybe. Who the fuck knows? But I'm not here to fucking say, at the end of the day, the guy is just telling you what's going on. If you're a book and you're getting hammered on one side and you don't want to take that position, you're going to fucking ask for more money on the other side. So you're going to give a better fucking number. And look what happened. I'm telling you, when sportsbooks do that and say that, I listen to VSiN all the time. It never goes well for the side that they don't need money on. You don't want to be on that side. And I've given you the example, but I think it was 2 years ago when the Raiders were playing in Jacksonville. And I was like, man, I love the Raiders here. And the Raiders were like 3-point dogs, up to 2, up to 1. It was a pick. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I got CLV. I'm fucking sharp, blah, 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 blah. And I'm listening. And the sportsbook guy is like, we can't get any Jags money. Can't do it. We cannot get any Jags money. They are at home. They're down to a pick. And I'm like, oh, no. That makes me feel uncomfortable because now the house always wins. It's a saying for a reason. And I know Krabs and some people always say Vegas doesn't look like it does. Guys, the cold hard truth, if you really look into it, Vegas looks like it does because of penny slots. I mean, they make like $40 million a month in penny slots. Maybe they make like $5 million on sportsbook. But at the end of the day, they're going to fucking win. The house is going to win. So in that game, in that example I gave you, the Jags won that fucking game. They won it. I was on the Raiders. The Sharps were on the Raiders. I had CLV. I beat the closing line. Blah, 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 blah. I'm just saying. Heard on VSiN, they said they were going to be desperate for Chiefs in wild card. Sure enough. Yeah. Oh, the line moves a point. No 18 next wins. I hate that thought process. House wins. Casey looking like most free will pick in a long time. Yeah. Doesn't right because of losing. Right. No, they're going to get beat. They're going to set bad lines. You can take advantage of it with your brain and your capping. I'm not saying that. I'm not telling you how to bet. I'm just saying it's long term. I don't think you want to be against the house. Is that a crazy thing to say? No, I mean, I don't know that it looks, I'm not the guy that goes out and says it looks free, but I certainly think the Chiefs look like where the Sharps want to be. No one holds the Chiefs' future. A lot of people held Bills, Ravens, and now 49ers futures. I think people have the Chiefs, but you might be right. That's a good point. I don't know what Vegas needs. But I will tell you, I mean, I'm looking at this line. I'm seeing the money already hit the Chiefs. The Sharps just got burned, fading Mahomes. Now they're going to go back to him. I mean, I'll tell you. This won't be the first Super Bowl that I didn't bet a side on, but I don't think I'm going to have a side. I didn't have a side on the Chiefs Eagles. Nope. You want to know the last? This was, you see that? That's Joe Burrow right there. And that shirt says Bengals +4. That's me and my wife. That was the last big Super Bowl bet I had. I actually did very well in that Super Bowl. I had 5 units on the Bengals +4. And I had, if anybody subscribed to the newsletter, I think we pretty much said the Rams are going to win and not cover. I made shirts because I said we love Joe Burrow. We're going in on Joe, and Joe covered. Also, shout out T. Higgins, scored 2 tutties, and to be the first Bengals touchdown scorer. Let's go. Pete gonna flame me? Why is Pete gonna flame me? The game, are you proud? Yeah. Do you know how many people have 5K pending on 4 hours when the Super Bowl that invested on the Niners 500 future and final? I don't know. Oh God, yeah, that's right. He will. That's okay. I like the Niners in this game. I can't fade Mahomes, man. I just can't. There's there's a couple things at the end of the day. As Fat Girls alluded to, one of the reasons I really was apprehensive on putting a lot of money on any Super Bowl futures or MVPs, I just thought Mahomes and the Chiefs they could just be a dynasty. And last year in the Eagles Super Bowl, I wanted to get there with the Eagles. I really did. Steak bet the Eagles, and I remember telling him, I just think if you fast forward, Patrick Mahomes could be one of those guys that wins 3 Super Bowls in 5 years. So I think he has 2 and 3 right now. Does that sound right? No, he's got 2 and 4. This would be the third. So no. I just said I'm not fading Mahomes. No. Don't worry. I'm not doing it. Do you hear what I'm saying? I told Steak Mahomes could be a guy that has 3 Super Bowls in 5 years. I think this is year 5. So how can I go against what I just said? At the same time, I will tell you, this is my big brain capping here. When I was looking at Super Bowl futures in, what was it, 2018 or 19 when the Niners and Chiefs went, and I put $50 on the Niners 20-1. Do you want to know what I told myself? Do you think I looked at the roster? Do you think I looked at the schedule? Do you think I looked at anything for the Niners? No. I said one thing to myself. Kyle Shanahan. I said, I think Kyle Shanahan is going to win a Super Bowl. And sometimes it's like with a golfer. It's like, I don't know that you're going to get this number with Kyle Shanahan ever again. I do think Shanahan's going to win a Super Bowl. Is it this one? I don't know. Because while the Ravens did stop the Chiefs in the second half, I just can't get out of my fucking head. I can't get 2 things out of my head. I can't get out of my head how Mahomes just goes into this mode where he doesn't get sacked and he doesn't throw incompletions. Doesn't matter who his receivers are. And I also can't get one thing out of my head. This is the most important one. What the fuck is that? There's a balloon thing? You gotta be kidding. This is the most important one. The most important thing I cannot get out of my head. I don't think the Niners defense is very good. I don't know. I don't think the Niners defense is very good. Chinese, don't worry, they just watch. I don't think the DBs are very good. That Aubrey Thomas guy, I don't think he's very good. Lenore, he's okay. Warner's a badass. Greenlaw's a badass. Greenlaw, I hope he's okay. I know he got a stinger. I think he's fine. He came back in the game. I didn't really see the Niners pressure Goff that much. And Chase Young. Man, I might have been so wrong about Chase Young. I thought Chase Young coming out was going to be fucking awesome. Shamway with a sub-bang 11-monther. I really thought he was going to be awesome. I thought Chase Young was going to be that dude. And if you guys remember, if you watched him, he was a guy that was on the sideline. He was hyping up the team. He was talking to the offensive players coming off. I was like, man, he looks like a good team guy. He's got a high motor. I loved saying that about defensive ends, high motor. He had all these things. But then you watch some plays last night. He's just invisible. It's like, where is this guy making a difference? Not really. Yeah, Chase is maybe I'm not gonna write him off yet, but I might have been wrong about him. But I will say this, the Chiefs O-line, they've been playing pretty well. Mahomes is just elusive. He's so good at evading pressure, pass rushers. But Donovan Smith is not very good. He's not a very good tackle when he was on the Bucs. He's not a very good tackle. So I might attack a sack prop, and that would be my first if I know ball. And I know I've been an incredible mush on player props this year, but I will remind you, Super Bowl last year, I said it was AJ Brown. AJ Brown was my favorite prop to catch a touchdown. And he did indeed catch a touchdown. You're welcome. And I think he went over his yards. You're welcome. So I got to find a guy. Every year I find a guy. A couple of my guys, just a recent memory, I'll tell you. The best one, Joe Flacco. Second best one, T. Higgins. First Bengals touchdown score, 2 touchdown score. Hilariously bad ones. Mohamed Sanu in the Falcons-Patriots game. Mohamed Sanu was my guy. And then my other hilariously bad one in the Niners-Chiefs Super Bowl, I love Mecole Hardman. I had Mecole Hardman like over longest catch, score a touchdown, all that fun shit. Score 2 touchdowns. I don't know that he did anything. I don't think he did anything. So, anyways, I think the Niners get their Super Bowl. Sanu was a legend. Yep. Thoughts on the total? Oh, that's a good question. That's a good question. Thoughts on the total? I think I like the under. Run it back with Hardman? Dude, I cannot. Had Sky Moore TD last year. Shit was electric. Did he hit? That's fun. Oh, I had the I did take my Bucks, actually. I had a nice run with the Bucks. I forgot about that, but I didn't really take any player. Oh, I did take player props. I lost. I took Mike Evans. I was so sad as a Bucks fan. Mike Evans had like 2 catches. The guys doing all the scoring were fucking Antonio Brown and Leonard Fournette. Ugh. Fucking get rich quick guys. Ugh. Playoff Lenny was nice though. I like Lenny more than I like Antonio Brown. That was just whoring ourselves out for a fucking Super Bowl. But anyways, you bet 200 Igor shutout, but won't take a side in the Super Bowl. What are you saying? You just said I bet a lot of money on a prop, but I won't take a side on the Super Bowl. Well, one's a prop. By the way, also it was 150, not 200. One is a prop that I bet a lot of money on, and then the other one is a side. Yes, I will go heavy on props. I am a prop guy in Super Bowl. Your tails, I'm a heads guy. I had so many OBJ, and he was killing for that half. Yep. I think he means because it was plus 900. Yeah. I like props. I like totals. Big prop guy. I do a big spreadsheet. I'll share it with you guys. I'll post it. I usually, if you're in here late, I know I said this earlier, but I have anywhere on the lowest end, I think I've had 15 prop bets in the Super Bowl. On the highest end, I think I've had about 40, 45. A couple of very good Super Bowls, a couple of bad Super Bowls. I usually pick a guy every year and go all in on him. So we'll see what happens. It's the year for heads, dude. Is Ben don't break with heads? I go heads every year, and it has not been treating me well lately. Okay. Let's talk about today's board. What time is it? 11:45. We got time. We got time to wander through. All right. Where are we? Where are we on the board? What do you guys want to talk about first? 45. Jesus, what? Heads paid out last year. Yes, I love prop betting in the Super Bowl. It's great. It's great. It's great. It's great. It's one of my favorite things. NHL, college hoops. Heads paid out last 2 years. No, I think you're wrong, Faison. Yeah, 3 years ago. That sounds about right. Usher's first song, yeah, 5 unit max. Don't hate that. Oh, there's only one game in the NHL. And you know who it is. Do we go back to it? I want to maybe an under in this game. Maybe an under in this game. Just real quick. Hold on. Just real quick. You know how I feel about the Senators. You know how I feel about the fucking rat shit Senators. Hey, did anybody stream? Let me hear you scream. Who streamed the Rangers Senators game with me? That was fun. We got on here. I think we had like 35, 40 people in here streaming the Rangers down 2-0. We never panicked. We never wavered. Not one fucking time. You know these Senators are rat shit. Rat shit. Sens goalie is a joke. The whole team is a fucking joke. I kind of think we want the Preds here. Maybe an under. Let's see. The Predators under. Oh, wow. The Preds have gone under in 7 straight. They just lost 2 days ago in Edmonton. Now they're on the 3rd game of a road trip. Let's see. The Senators are back-to-back games. Boston, the Rangers losers. Fuck it. I think they lose. I might go Nashville again. Spite play, though. It'd be a spite bet. Don't tell me. I just think the Senators are rat shit. He is a wagon. He is a wagon. Yeah, he's a wagon. So many bangs after bangs after bangs during that sweat stream. Dude, that was very fun. All right, let's get to it. I was there. You live bet for 20 down 2-0. Let's go, D Small. Let's go. That's fun. All right, college hoops. Let's get into it. Let's get fucking into it. Let's get physical. Harvard and Holy Cross. Clarice. 8-13 against a 5-16 team. What are they for? Oh, you know what? I don't have my phone on me. It was dying, so it's charging right now. One of my most profitable bets over last year is it sends to score first. Oh, no shit, T-Mans. Well, that's good. Holy Cross 4 to 3.5. I don't know if it's accurate. So if anybody's looking at a more accurate way, you know what? Let's cut the shit. Let's act like a fucking established stream. You know what I mean? Let's act like an established stream. Let me take the extra 2 seconds. Let me go to Action Network and let me fucking pull up the odds and look at the accurate odds. It's the least I can do instead of fucking lollygag and tell you guys to do it. All right. How does this look? Can you guys see that or not really? I'll just reference it. Okay. We got BU 3.5 staying 3.5. Here we go. We got Duke 3.5 down to 3. I don't like Virginia Tech. I don't think I like Virginia Tech. You do. Krabs is going to say Vodtech for obvious reasons. Yeah, but I don't think Krabs is a biased Vodtech better. Am I wrong there? I don't think he's a biased Vodtech better. I feel like, and correct me if I'm wrong, I feel like Krabs has a pretty good read on it on the Hokies. Would you agree or disagree? Is he? He's biased? Man, maybe I got the wrong read there. I thought for the most part, Krabs is a good better. Not a good better. A good Vodtech better. So definitely biased. Disagree. Hokies been playing way better. Every time they have a short line, he bets them. Some Houston short. He said in previous games that he takes them because he's biased. Oh, well then never mind. Okay. I guess recently I think he liked them against NC State or something, and I had them as well that game, and then I think he didn't like them against Virginia, and they got their dick kicked in. So I was going to give him kudos for that. Okay, so the total is, let's see, is it 147 down to 146.5? You want to know the reason I don't like Virginia Tech here? Because Duke is not very good on the road. Hold on. Sorry, I got to retweet I got to do the retweets for the stream. I mean, it works, going through the CBB slate now. There we go. All right, let's get back to it. Sorry for the court promo there. Let's get the board up. Duke just beat Clemson last second. Like Duke here. I think Duke runs them out of the gym. Do you now? Well, let's see. What did old Duke do last time they were on the ROAD? They beat the piss out of Louisville, but not by enough. Didn't cover the 14.5. They did beat the piss out of Pitt. They did not cover against Notre Dame. I had them there. Shout out. I thought maybe I couldn't fade my Irish, but I did successfully. I'm not proud of it. With Miami. So here's what Duke's doing. Duke is doing this thing, doing that thing they do. They're doing this thing where they don't cover spreads and then they cover spreads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then they don't cover spreads. So they're doing that thing again where they don't cover spreads. I think personally, Virginia Tech here, let's just see, at home. I don't know. I think they're feeling too good about themselves. Feeling a little too good about themselves winning 3 in a row. Hate to say it. I think it's Duke. Hate to say it. Oh, wow. That's an interesting angle. What does that say? We're wearing the black jerseys too, and we cannot. Who's we? JXQX. Who's wearing the black jerseys? Duke or the Hokies? But you're saying UNC. I keep thinking you're referring to me as Unk, which is cool, by the way. I fuck with Unk. Oh, Duke's wearing black jerseys. The ball over 14-month AC going to be a problem tonight against Duke. Yeah, I like Duke. Duke also hasn't covered in 4 games. Yeah, I know, and they're 1-4 ATS on the road. I like Duke. We'll keep moving. I lean Duke. And if Duke wins, let me ask you one thing for the basketball brains out there. If Duke wins, do they win with defense? I kind of think so. Could it be a Va Tech team total under night? Mid-major Matt, is anybody in here? Ball knowers? DJ getting the unk pass at the cookout? I mean, I hope. Duke hasn't covered in 4 straight. Duke doesn't win in Blacksburg. We played this game last year, by the way, against VT and the Monday night before UC. Well, you're on the under? The under is down 147 to 146 and a half. Let me pull up the Action Network website real quick and double check that for you. Let's go the extra mile. 147. It is indeed down to 146 and a half. It's also juiced to the under. It's moving. It's moving. Where's Ollie when you need him? Seriously. Oh, looks high. Looks high, Faison says. Well, let's see. We've got the Hokies, 144, 147, 148. Whoa, 120. Oh, that's fine. That's Virginia, though. I don't know. Hazen. They're around 145, 148. Let's see what Duke is. I don't know. I'm not sure I agree. But I guess I see what you're saying. Okay, let's talk Delaware. Let's see. We got an 11-8 North Carolina Central. Is that accurate? Are they indeed? Let's see. Are they going dog to fave here? Yeah. No. 1.5 down to 1. Not moving at FanDuel. Okay. Delaware's 10-10, 5-3 at home. I don't really ever lean there. Norfolk State 13-13 and a half, 7-0 at home against Morgan State. 1-9 on the road, but they are 4-6 ATS. Is that a big number? I can't believe I'm looking up at Morgan State. Oh, Morgan State just beat Howard, and they won on the road. Wow. I'm just trying to see if Norfolk covers big spreads as a favorite. Wow. They didn't cover a 15-point spread against Coppin. Okay. Kind of lean Norfolk there. Feels like a letdown. For Morgan. Maybe Norfolk State first half. Yeah, maybe Norfolk first half. By the way, guys, just so you know, we're going to get cranking on college basketball here soon. Greg is going to tackle. He's got more free time now as well. He's settled in as a new job. He's going to be back in the mix. He's got his fucking newborn sleeping now 5 to 6 hours a night. He's going to be focusing on NBA. Steak is going to be focusing on CBB a little bit more. And then I'm going to be focusing on NHL and CBB and a little bit of NBA. I'm going to try to do a little bit of everything as we move on into the transition here into no football life coming up. So I'm gonna try to get my eyes on more college basketball games. I'm gonna watch more hockey so I can get more actual feedback and opinions on Suzanne and everything. I kind of do. It's coming off 2 wins. Yeah, they are. Okay, let's get back to it. Okay, Coppin 8 to 8.5. Wow, that's interesting. Oh no, they're 2-16. I guess it's not that interesting. And Howard did just lose outright, didn't they? They just lost to Morgan State. Maybe a bounce back there for Howard. Howard's also pretty good on the road, if I'm not mistaken. Didn't they bang with Hofstra? Never mind. What am I? Thought I bet Hofstra. Nope. Okay. I guess not. It must have been somebody else. FAMU Jackson State. 4.5. Does that look a little short? Does it look like it might be the Rattlers? I mean, Jackson State is 4-10 on the road, which is obviously not very good, but they've got a better record, and ATS on the road, they're pretty good. They're 6-4 in their last 10. Does that look a little short? Oh, that was Hampton. Thank you. Hamptonite. Yeah, kind of like FAMU, I mean. Let me see. What is that line doing? Florida A&M. Yeah, it's down a point. Unless you think they're fake sharp. I don't know. Kind of telling, in my opinion. A little money hitting the Rattlers. Lamar 9 down to 8.5. That's interesting. New Orleans is terrible. New Orleans is fucking terrible. Why is money hitting New Orleans? No way that's accurate. Shout out to anybody who faded New Orleans the other day, by the way. Oh, that is not accurate. They're 8.5. They are up to 9 now. They're 9.5 on BetMGM. So money is hitting Lamar. Do we want to fade that steam? They are terrible. This might be a dog nobody wants that I want. Yeah, that's right. McNeese State. McNeese State. Somebody said, shout out Nutbuster. Somebody was in here fucking saying McNeese State first half was a whale. Got to fade Lamar after yesterday. What happened? Why? New Orleans owns Lamar? Really? Well, I kind of like New Orleans. I might fall into that system. FAMU is terrible. FAMU is awful. Ooh, so you don't. Oh, OG Sharp, is this you in the stream? Bro, OG Sharp in fucking Twitch he's created 15 burners and he's come in there and then he started dunking Dragon Niners -7 nuts in Discord last night. I saw that. You got to learn, bro. Come on. Got to be better than that, OG. You're on New Orleans? Fuck it. I am too. He's in the gulag. You know what's funny? I timed out OG Sharp and he DM'd me and he said, I respect the timeout, to be honest. But then it's on the personal. I had to block you because you just kept asking me for stuff. I can't. I'm just too old to babysit. If I was 26, I'd probably still be considering the options of letting you back in or not. It's up to the mods. It's in mods' hands. Okay, by the way, the other note on that, New Orleans, all they do is go over. All they do is go over, but not by their offense, by their defense. All right, let's keep moving. AMC. You down with AMC? Yeah, you know me. Ooh, in-state rivalry under. In-state rivalry under. Let's see what that total looks like. You know I love me an in-state rivalry under, although shout out Drake last fucking game. That didn't work out. New Orleans 159.5. Where is that game? There it is right there. Oh, never mind. 136. Ban Furl. Fat Girls Bang? What are we talking about here? Fat Girls with a 5-unit fucking sub bang on this glorious Monday. Fat Girls is officially king of the Mondays. 5 units. Let's see who got them. Shrekless Donkey, hilarious name. Jack Bomb 15. I haven't seen Jack Bomb's name in a long time. Gut Dante. TJ Mixer 12. I think I'm burning. W Fat Girls, man. Always appreciate the sub bangs. Thank you very much. And I speak on behalf of everybody who got the sub bangs. They thank you as well. All right, let's go. Good shit. Way to end the stream on a high note here because we're coming into a close. How many more games do we have, by the way? Okay, let's. I can't talk anymore about these fucking bullshit games. I'm doing my best, but I got to tell you, I just don't give a flying fuck. Northwestern State, McNeese State. I mean, I'd probably just fade McNeese State, but why? I don't want to. I don't really want to. And Penn rips. There we go. All right. HCU. The only thing I know about Houston Christian is they fucking ripped off the UConn's Husky logo, and I don't like it. I don't like it. Let's see. Southeastern Louisiana State. I kind of just want to play CLA for that reason alone. 5-0 at home ATS. Is it CLA? You know, I kind of like a 3.5 road favorite against a team that's decent at home. It's been doing fairly well. CLA. Let's see. What is CLA? CLA. La 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 la. Thank you very much, Fat Girls, for the sub bang. W Fat Girls. W mod. W new mod. I can't believe it wasn't a mod earlier. 4.5 down to 3.5. I'm gonna call Fake Sharp on this because they're 5-0 at home ATS. Love them. What does that mean? 12 years old. You guys all like CLA? Was around first, you casual. Fuck that. How do you know, Hazen? You're like fucking 10 years old. I'm just kidding. I just followed. I can't DM you though. Oh, DM me? Okay. University of it's very funny that fucking OG Sharp just said free OG Sharp in here, by the way. University of Eastern Mass or Maryland Eastern Shore. Is it the 1-11 home team that's going dog to fave? Is it? That's the question we are asking ourselves on this Monday. Why are we asking ourselves this question? I don't know, because we're all sick fucks and we chose this life. Where are they? Does anybody know where Eastern Shore is? Am I not? Here they are. SC State's taking money. SC State's taking money. Is that steam we want to follow? SC State is ass. Really? Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Today we start the squad pod. Today we start the fucking squatty potty. The squatty potty is today. I've got a handful of contenders right now. Well, we got to go to the NBA too. Most of these teams are ass. Right now, it's going to be C-Law. Here's the contenders right now. It's going to be C-Law. It's going to be FAMU. No. It's going to be New Orleans. C-Law. That's it so far. That's it so far. NBA board is so tough today, bro. So many weird lines. All right, well, we're going to go talk about it, and then we're going to shut it down. We're going to wrap it up here real quick. We're going to go C-Law in New Orleans. C-Law in New Orleans. No FAMU. FAMU's too bad. I'm here for the squatty potty. Yep, squatty potty. There we go. Squad pod got me brick. W's, Hot Boy Sanchez. Thanks for bringing that up. Grambling. I was born a Grambling man. Ooh, you know I love me a 4.5 road dog. You know I love a 4.5 road dog. The only thing is Alabama State is really good ATS on the road. So do you think that would be a duping? Let's see. Where is Alabama State? Alabama State. Oh, 4.5 up to 5.5. Okay, so Texas Southern is taking a little money here. They're 6-12 against a 10-9. No, I'm good. I'm out. All right, let's wrap it up. Wow, Houston and Texas today. My goodness. Bethune-Cookman, 2.5 to 3.5. 9-10, 7-1. Wow. They're really good. I don't know if that line's a little short, but they're really good. Texas. You guys like Houston? I forget what you said. I can't fade Houston. You fear Houston is free? Has to be Texas. Yeah, I know it's tough. I can't fade Houston. That's it. I can't fade Houston. Rosa POD is Texas. All right, I'm not fading Rosa either. Might be a nice live play. Yeah, that's a ballsy play. You know, I give Rosa's been on a heater. I give him a little bit of shit because sometimes his POD is the obvious, unranked favorite against a ranked opponent or a dog to fave or whatever. This sounds like just ball knower. If you're going to fade Houston here, I mean, do you think the line's short? I'm fading the fuck out of Rosa. That's funny. Everyone on Texas thinking the line is short. I disagree. Fair enough. It's always an exception to the rule. I think Houston may be that road ranked team. Yep. Yeah. What did Texas do last game? Good question, Bats. Texas lost. Yeah, he said he thinks it's short. Is a comfortable line. Damn, how did we not? Oh, I was tripping. I was asleep at the wheel. I was garage sailing. I mean, I'm looking at this. I'm like, how did we not play BYU? 7.5 against Texas, and Texas in a look ahead spot. How do we not play BYU? But I just remembered all my homies had BYU. Shout out. I missed that one. I missed the grub on that one. Okay. As of right now, the squatty potties are C-Law, New Orleans. What was the other one? Wasn't there another one? Is it just C-Law, New Orleans? I guess that's it. Okay, let's go to the NBA and then we'll wrap it up. Wrap it up, B. Oh boy, it's a thick board. Houston first 4 minutes play. Oh boy. We got a little steam here with the Knicks. The Knicks are hot. I have no interest in getting involved in this game. Maybe a letdown spot for the Knicks. Maybe an under for the Knicks. I mean, they're red hot. Let's see what the Knicks are doing. The Knicks have won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in a row. They've covered 4 in a row. They've been going under. Last game went over against the Heat. Go figure. I'm not going to touch this game. I have the Knicks win total over. Knicks keep rolling. Yep. Mo Melo's not playing. Okay. All right. I'm out. Knicks are 5 up to 8. Got it. Okay. I'm looking at Action Network now. That's more accurate. All right. Let's go to the Clippers. This line's short, isn't it? You're on the Knicks first half. Yeah, I'm fine with that. I'm just going to pull for the. You know what? I'm sorry. I'm invested on the Clippers win total over as well. So I'm just going to pull for my investments. Go Knicks. Go Clippers. Get DGen. DGen's fucking NBA futures looking pretty nice. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Clippers are 3 down to 2. Is somebody out for the Clippers, or is that just sharp money? Cavs been hot. Mobley is back. Come on, can we fade that? Oh, you don't? Oh, you know what? I guess you're right. My bad. Fat girls, you're right. I didn't realize the Cavs are 9-1 in their last 10. You're absolutely right. My bad. And they're 15-8 at home. You're right. Dude, if somebody's back, is that why the line's moving? I'm in. I'm in on the Clippers. Fuck it. I'll bet on one of my investments. I lied. I'm in. Oh, but you're invested. Shut the fuck up, haters. All right, let's keep moving. Do we go back? I don't really want to go back to the Celtics. First half here. I faded the Pelicans because Zion Williamson was in. Took the Bucks W's. They rolled. I don't really want to take the Celtics here. I kind of feel like this is a bounce back for the Pelicans. What did the Celtics just do? Oh, they lost. Ooh. No way. Hey. No way the Clippers lose 2 in a row, right? No way. Come on, no way. Clippers ML. All right, I like it. I don't know. I think everybody thinks that. Yeah, sorry. What did I say? I meant Celtics. Yeah. No way the Celtics lose 2 in a row at home. All right, I kind of like the Pelicans. Might take them. Might take the Pels. Nets and the Jazz. The Nets just had a nice win. I kind of like the Jazz here. Somebody back for the Jazz? Oh, wow. They've won. They lost the first 2 on the road trip. They've won the last 2. Let's see. What did they just do? They've gone over in 3 of their last 4. And the Nets they just beat the Rockets, but they failed to cover, and they've gone under in their last 3. I do like a don't overthink it under here. The Jazz are going dog to fave. Why are the Jags going dog to fave? I like the Jazz. Jazz are square, but I think it's the Jazz. Are they really that square, though? Get out of the way. Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, I do think it's the Jazz, too. What about the total? Whoa, why is the total moving up? Is that accurate? What? Is somebody back? Why is that total 235? Somebody's got to be back. The Nets have gone under in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the last 8. Why are you going to call me an idiot? I don't fucking follow the NBA. You think I give a fuck about Ben Simmons? I literally muted the words Ben Simmons because I can't stand this guy's fucking highlight clips every offseason in a goddamn LA Fitness putting up fucking layups. They've been scoring at will. Chat spamming it? Oh, sorry. I'll pay attention. Sorry for the rant. I didn't see all that shit. I'm scrolling back now and I see Ben Simmons. Thank you. Oh man. Ben Simmons is back. And why? But wait a minute. Why is the total moving up? He doesn't score points, and he's a good defender, right? I don't understand. I guess the Jazz get totals in the 240s. Because I like betting it, cocksucker, and I have been betting it and been doing fairly well. I still like to bet on it. Oh my God, there's so many games. Jeez. Okay. It feels like the Rockets, but then it also feels like that's a duping. It's the Heat. Is it the Heat? Is it the Heat? In the year ATS, he's actually been good this year. People don't want to admit it. Okay, fair enough. Suns back-to-back Orlando to Miami. He just lost 2 straight games. Celtics 6 straight. He get right here. Oh, fuck. I wanted to fade the Lakers after that big primetime win, but unfortunately, I don't want to do it with the Rockets, even though this line's fucking crazy. Oh, guys, I don't know. What team is he on? The Rockets? Don't you think the Heat are a little like in a weird way, though? Bro, you think I watch fucking college basketball? I'm about to bet New Orleans tonight. I'm about to bet Southeast Louisiana. How many times I got to tell you? I still bet on this shit. I like to read the lines. Heat are obvious from. I agree. I agree. I so agree. I so agree. I don't know that it's the Heat, man. Really? Are they that bad? They're awful. I just tried getting sharp on Heat against them last time we got burned. Probably to win after burning people. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I agree. Okay, fine. I trust Fat Girls. I do. I don't know that it's the Heat. I hate to tell you this. The fact that the Suns just blew it against the Magic last night. What did they get outscored by the Magic? They scored 13 points in the fourth quarter. I think the Suns come to play, man. I got 114 people in here that know shit. They like to talk about it. What don't you understand? Look at what Fat Girls is telling me. Look at what Freeze is telling me about Southeast. Everybody's got opinions. This is a place to share opinions and talk about the lines. This slate is hard today. So I gotta tell you, I think I like the Suns. I think I like the fucking Suns, man. Oh God! Shout out for the Magic. Losing my 5-unit fucking bet against the Grizzlies. They're coming back and beating the shit out of the Suns. Yeah, fuckers. Bend don't break. I don't know. I think it's the Suns. We can move on. Yeah, it might be. The Rockets might be fake sharp. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I am not watching every sport and every team. I'm just not. But I can drive the bus for conversation. That's what we do here, D Smalls. I feel like you've been around here for a while. Have you not? That's interesting. Anyways, Memphis and the Kings. I kind of want to go back to fading Memphis. Can I go back to fading Memphis? Or maybe just leave Memphis alone. Maybe just leave Memphis alone. The Kings are on a third game of a road trip. They've won 3 in a row. Do they stay hot? You know what? I'm not getting involved with the Grizzlies. Fuck the Grizzlies. Yeah, I think I will do that, actually. I will do that. Ooh, that looks short. The fucking Wolves, man. What is up with the Wolves? Hey, D Smalls, I watched the Wolves in person at the Magic game, and I thought to myself, wow, this team's really good. And then guess what? I've bet them twice in the last 2 games and lost. I had a -4 here against the Kings, and then I had -10.5 against the Spurs. They lost outright. This is not good if you are the Wolves. They've lost 4 of 5. Yikes. I think this could be a Wolves spot here. I can't do it. I'm going to leave the Grizzlies alone. I'm going to leave the Grizzlies alone. Oh, Jesus, almost knocked my mic over. The Timberwolves look intriguing to me. I do think the Wolves bounce back. Just so you know, it's WLLVES, Wolves. I'm just only looking out for you guys. Even after the Thunder just lost the Pistons. Oh, God, did they really? I thought they were a really good basketball team, and then I just bet them, and they've lost twice. So it goes to show you what watching the games can do. This is my holy grail of stay away spots. Fair enough. Oh, Jesus. It was being Miller's choke job. Fair enough. Fuck. Oh, boy. All right. Well, I do lean Wolves. I kind of want to fade the Spurs. Does anybody want to fade the Spurs? What's this line doing? Suns are 4 to 3.5. Are the Suns actually taking money? Lakers are 1. Wolves 3 to 2.5. I do kind of like that. Kings are 8, 9. No, you know what? The Grizzlies are freaky. Freaky team. I mean, the Kings should kill them, but also the Kings have won 2 in a row on the road, and now they're in Memphis. Who takes the fucking, maybe they take Memphis off. They go out to a country bar and have a good time. Imagine fucking Domantas Sabonis hanging out at a country bar in Memphis. That's got to be fun. Magic +6 on the. Oh, wait, this is what I wanted to look at. I kind of like the Wizards, man. Kind of quiet without ASIM chirping today. Yeah, D Smalls has taken ASIM's spot today. I love it. That's all right. I like people on my ass. It's the only way you get better. Yeah, as much as I want to bet the Magic, it's really hard for me to bet the Magic in the spot back to back. God, but who's gonna want them? Luka's been going nuts. Maybe the Magic clamp that ass. Oh boy, the Bucks on the road, 4 to 4.5. I mean, I told myself, oh, God damn it. I told myself that I wanted to just ride the Bucks with the new coach, but I don't know. Didn't the Nuggets have not been covering spreads. They have not. Yeah, Fat Girls is right. This is a tough board. Is it really? It's Doc Rivers' debut game? Yeah, I know. Was on him once. No, actually been on him twice. Oh, I took the under like an idiot in that first game. Moron. Okay, and then that's it. I'll tell you what I like in the NBA. I'll run it back for you. I like the Clippers money line. I like the Pelicans. I think I like the Jazz over. I don't know. I mean, that's weird. Ben Simmons is in, so the line moves up 2 points. Maybe I'm wrong there. I also just like the Jazz in general. I don't know. I might bet the Jazz. I like the Suns. Maybe I'm getting duped. I don't know. I like them. Excuse me. I get it's a really good spot for the Heat, or bad spot for the Suns, rather, because they're on a second leg of a back-to-back. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not going to touch that Lakers game. I can't touch the Grizzlies. I like the Wolves. I hate fading the Thunder. I hate it. But I do like the Wolves tonight. It's a good get right, or not good get right. It's a terrible get right game. But they need a bounce back. Both teams in a bounce back spot. The Thunder lost at home to the. The Wolves lost to the Thunder at home not too long ago. Like the Wizards, I want the Magic, but I can't touch the Magic. McClanahan Masterclass, very funny. Okay, the first squatty potty. Who's ready for it? The first fucking squad pod. I mean, is it kind of weird to make the first squad pod this game, between these games? Here we go. Fat Girls, 5 sub banks, W's. All right, new poll. Here we go. I'm going to make a poll right now. Tonight's board review squad pod. The squatty potty. All right, here are the options. Ready? We have got FAMU +4.5. We have New Orleans +9.5. Bring forth the locks is very funny. And we have Sela -3.5. Is that it? I think that's it. That's good for now. All right, 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Is this when Crab says, go, come on. I did make it a poll, you fucks. There we go. All right, here we go. I'm voting Sela. Wow, New Orleans is out to a lead, huh? This is fun, kind of watching the poll. This is fun. All right, wow. New Orleans getting 4 votes. Oh, FAMU getting 4 votes. Oh, New Orleans in the lead. Oh, Sela's back. 6-6-4. New Orleans. I can't believe New Orleans is getting the votes. Holy shit, this is fun. New Orleans is running away with it. You got to be fucking kidding me. No way. 12. Oh, here comes FAMU. Nope, New Orleans is back up 16 votes. Holy shit. 17 votes. 18 votes. I cannot believe everybody likes New Orleans that much. Wow. FAMU are tied. FAMU and Sela are tied for second with 11. Nope, FAMU's got 12 now. I guess we probably didn't need to make this 2 minutes. We could have made it 1 minute. I want to vote none of the above. Well, that's funny. I guess we could have done that. Wow. 20 votes for New Orleans. No way. I can't believe it. We're fading Lamar. Yeah, 2 minutes is too long. I want to vote none of the above. None of you guys? Yeah, I know. I thought maybe we shouldn't do the inaugural squatty potty. All right. I guess that's it. Damn. No Sela, huh? I'm taking Sela. Sela got the fewest amount of votes. 21 votes for New Orleans plus 9, 13 for FAMU plus 4.5, 11 for Sela minus 3.5. Round of applause. Great job for participating. Great job for participating in the inaugural debut of the Squatty Potty. 22 votes, one more for good measure, 14 for FAMU. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. New Orleans is the winner with 23 votes. New Orleans plus 9. All right. Have a great day. I'm going to shut it down. Who should I send you to? Who's live right now? Let's go back to Twitch. Who is live? Who's live right now? Do you want to go to Owner's Box? Anybody else new we could raid? I guess not, really. I guess not. Backyard Breaks? No. Let's see. Is there anybody good? No. Let's get back on track tomorrow, fellas. That ain't BTL's not up yet, unfortunately. Mikey got 2 of my raids last week. I think that's enough. That's enough for now. We got to spread them out a little bit more. I can't be raiding Mikey every fucking day. That's that looks like I'm like trying too hard there. I gotta be a little man of respect and dignity for myself. You're like, Mikey, here you go. I'm gonna keep raiding you after you said we don't like each other. Mikey always ends right when you raid. Oh yeah, that's fair enough. I'm sure he's thrilled about it. We'll go to Owner's Box. Stand your ground. Yeah, I'm in Florida. Stand my ground. All right, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget New Orleans 9 plus 9. Shit ain't hitting. D Small says. Raid. Let's go Owner's Box Sports. All right. I will check you guys later. Have a great day. W's. I'm going to raid you, send you over to Owner's Box. All right. Good luck on all your bets. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Peace.